Hello friend, this is Sanjay Kumar, creator of SelectorsHub. Handling shadow DOM elements is really tedious task and not in straightforward. It takes a lot of time to handle shadow DOM elements, and then nested, in case of nested shadow DOM elements, it's like really impossible and takes a huge amount of time. First of all, like to get to know that whether this element is inside shadow DOM element or nested shadow DOM elements is really time consuming, and for beginners it becomes like almost, those who are not aware about these things, it becomes really impossible for them to handle such elements, because this is not straightforward that you can write directly, inspect that element, got the selectors and use it in a script. No. So let's see how can we do it like quickly without wasting any time, and how selectors have made it possible, because in past it was never possible to verify right selectors for shadow DOM elements. SelectorsHub is the very first innovation which made it possible to write, verify and generate selectors for shadow DOM elements. It was never possible, and it's not possible without any other solution except SelectorsHub. Okay, so let's see, if you inspect any normal element, so you know that SelectorsHub gives all the information related to that particular element. I would recommend you, like if you are new to SelectorsHub, please watch the detailed video tutorial. Link is given in the description. If you are existing user, then it's fine. So you see here, as soon as you inspect element, you get that XPath here, like this is normal element, so it is coming as a default, and here are all these possible selectors for this particular element, and this is the node. Okay, this is fine, this is simple. But what if any element is inside shadow DOM element? How you will get to know? How SelectorsHub will help you? So you see that if we have inspected this element here, you see that this element, now how you will get to know that this element is inside shadow DOM or not? No, straightforward, you will not get the information until unless you will not scroll up and down here. And if it is something like more inside a huge DOM, then it's gone case, like then you have to look up and down a lot. So here, this one here, let's say if you copy this XPath here and paste this here in DOM, you see that it is giving 0 of 0. That means this is not possible to verify selectors for shadow DOM here in DevTools through search bar. And here if you write, like let's say cssSelector, then also it is showing 0 of 0 in this case. Let's see how SelectorsHub will help you. Just open SelectorsHub. You need not to do anything extra here. Just open SelectorsHub. You got that this element is inside shadow DOM, so you will not have to waste time whether this is inside shadow DOM or not. You got that immediately. Then this is the selector possible, and it also gives you the information that this element is inside shadow DOM, and for such element XPath won't support. And in fact, whatever value you have copied from from DevTools, if you paste that, you will get to know that this XPath doesn't support shadow DOM. So you got that information from here. Now the best part, because as I told you that shadow DOM elements we can't handle directly like other elements you are able to handle, like driver.find element, by.xpath, then xpath value, or by.cssSelector selector value. No, you cannot write that kind of a script for shadow DOM elements. You will have to get the root host first, then you have to traverse all the way, and then you have to handle this element. So this complete script now you get from SelectorsHub. If you are a Java Selenium user, directly the script you get from SelectorsHub, you can copy this value and go and to your editor, paste this. That's all you have to do. And here you can, like whatever you want, click or send keys, whatever method that you can perform. So this way it is very easy for you. Now if you are like you are using Cypress or any other technology, any automation API, you basically need this information, the root host, so which it gives on top. Directly you can take this cssSelector value and you can use it in your automation script. This script is written for Java Selenium. If you have any other technology you are using, that you can directly use. Basically you need this information. This is the rest of the part is like kind of, you can say, hard coded, so which every which can be changed for your particular framework, but this is the one which is very important information. This selector cssSelector for that host of that particular element which you have inspected, and this information that how many inside how many shadow DOM it is. So this is basically, this is the really important information, this on the top. Rest could be changed for as per your framework, but this is same. So this is really helpful and it is going to save a lot of time. Next is like if any element inside nested shadow DOM, how will you identify, like, because you see that when you inspect this element, it is really difficult with the naked eyes to identify, like this is started here, then this shadow root is there, 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 then again shadow root is there. I mean, it's totally confusing, like I mean, there could be 10-20 shadow root like this way. So it is really complicated to identify how many shadow roots inside how many shadow root it is, right? In that case, you need not to worry. You just open SelectorsHub. You need not to do anything extra. Just open SelectorsHub. That's all. SelectorsHub will let you know that this element is inside 4 nested shadow DOM. Don't worry. No need to count here. And here is the selector for host 1, host 2, host 3, host 4. And you have to traverse like 1, this, then this, then this, then this. And then here is the complete script given. This you can directly copy and paste it in your script here, and then whatever you want to perform in that particular element, let's say we want to enter some value here, so enter that value, save it. This you can actually execute and we can see that how fast it will be entering the value inside that. Trust me, like if you go and open this same website which we are trying here, and if you do it manually by yourself and see that how much time it takes for you, it will take really quite a good amount of time for you manually. If you will do it, if you will write by your own, it will take time. You see that the value has been entered here. I would recommend you, before taking this exercise directly from SelectorsHub, do it by your own for this element, this and this, just for 2 field, and try. Then you will understand the value of how much time you will save from here, and how important this functionality and feature of SelectorsHub is. This is really amazing. And if you want to write your own selectors, you can write it here and verify. So this really made things possible. And in fact, I did a survey on LinkedIn, Twitter. Many people say that it is impossible to handle, and in fact for most of the people it used to take more than hours of time just to handle one element. There is a limitation on shadow root elements. Like people say that we are not able to handle a certain kind of shadow root elements. So I will show you that there is a standard functionality from the W3C, that the mode of property of shadow root is specified. There are 2 types of shadow root. One is open and one is closed. So if it is open, then we can access that. If it is closed, this means we can't inject the JavaScript inside that particular shadow DOM. So if your shadow DOM is with a closed one, then we would not be able to, SelectorsHub would not be able to inject or generate the selectors for that particular elements. Like you see that this is open. Generally most of the shadow DOMs will be open for you, but if it is in case it is not open, if it is closed, then SelectorsHub will give you the information. Let me show you the one. So you see that on linkedin.com, here these header icons are inside closed shadow root. So if you will open SelectorsHub will let you know that this element inside closed shadow DOM, which is inaccessible. For such element we can't, SelectorsHub won't support, and the region like browser doesn't allow that. So this is the standard. Rest, for anything, for any kind of element, it will work like a charm, and you will save a tremendous amount of time. And if you face any difficulty any point of time, feel free to reach out to me here on the SelectorsHub icon. If you click, you will be getting the Slack channel link, review, everything. You will get all the details. Feel free to reach out to me anytime. More than happy to help you. And I would really request you, if you feel that this helps you in your job, in your business, please be a patron and support SelectorsHub. I'm working on this full time, and if you have any comment, any update, if you need any feature that is not working for you, or how you feel this feature and how you are using this feature, please let me know in the comment section, so that I can improve it and I can implement the new feature the way you are working, and I can automate more process where you are wasting your time today. So, and please share SelectorsHub with the community. Be a patron, support SelectorsHub community. With that, thank you so much, and please subscribe to the channel. You will be getting more innovation updates and the upcoming innovation in SelectorsHub and in automation. Thank you.